Yeah, it was pretty solid match. I told myself kind of going in, I can't be too hard on myself in the match. I can't expect too much because my first practice after taking over a week off was on Tuesday. So the good news was I played. I didn't think about, I guess, my oblique injury once, which is a good sign. That was something I was like bothering me a lot throughout my matches in like Dallas, Delray, and when I was trying to practice in Acapulco. I couldn't really play without being worried about it. So it's good. I felt like I could play physically, normal today, but definitely some things I want to clean up, need to do better. But all in all, it was a pretty solid match.
Questions? Thank you. Obviously, your win here, winning the championship, that especially the final had a lot of things going on with the practice injury and so forth. Couple things. When you think back, what is the one takeaway, one thought you have about that match, and do you consider that your greatest win or not?
I don't know if it's my greatest win, but it's my biggest title for sure. It's the biggest, I guess, like the biggest moment I'd say I won a match in, obviously. But yeah, I just remember obviously thinking that I wasn't gonna be able to play, and then just going from feeling like I wasn't gonna be able to play to just getting like a numbing injection in it, and then feeling like completely fine and playing the match like I was not injured at all. And I felt like it took a lot of it took a lot of pressure off and allowed me to play very freely because of everything that kind of happened before the match, I feel like.
And what was your biggest win, if I could follow up? One or two wins?
To be honest, I don't know for sure. I don't know.
You went against a lefty opponent today, Taylor. I wonder, when the draws come out or you see that, is that something that really has to change your approach and training ahead? Like, I noticed you were warming up with a lefty before. Or is it one of those things where it doesn't really make a difference to you?
No, it's definitely like just the right thing to do to like practice with lefties before if you're going to play a lefty. I think I could probably get away with not doing it, but there's just no reason not to. You know what I mean? So the second I see that I'm playing him, yeah, I'm trying to find a lefty to practice with. I'm trying to find a lefty to warm up with. That's just giving yourself the best chance to be ready for it.
Taylor, back to that oblique injury. Was that the first time you've encountered that injury before?
On this side, yes. I tore my left side. Had a grade 2, like a pretty big tear at the end of 2023 in Paris. In Paris, I tore it. So wasn't the worst time, I guess, because then I had, I was out for the entirety of the off season. I believe it was 6 weeks, 5 weeks maybe that I didn't play. So I didn't really get an off season kind of coming into last season, but it ended up working out. And when I did it on the left side, that was much more serious than this was. That one was like I couldn't even rotate, turn side to side. This was not bad enough to where I could serve totally fine. I could hit a lot of shots with no pain. It was just certain shots were bothering me, so it wasn't bad enough for me to just, to stop. I tried to play through it for a couple of weeks.
How long did you shut down for?
I'd say, let me think, from when I pulled out of Acapulco to then this Tuesday, so it was almost 2 weeks probably, almost 2 weeks. I tried to just do fitness and do what I could do, but I stopped. I didn't hit a ball and just stopped doing all kind of like anything that was like rotational. And yeah, I guess maybe it already started to heal a little bit because the initial injury would have been before Dallas, but yeah, it definitely was prolonging it, and it was in hindsight a bad decision to be playing Delray and to go to Acapulco, but I think, hopefully we're over it now.
Last one.
Obviously, you've faced the toughest shots that the tour has, Isner serve, Rafa's forehand. But if you could just take a moment and go through the serve, the return, forehand, backhand, who are the toughest strokes that you've faced in those four categories?
It's tough. Serve would be like Riley or Isner for sure. Forehand, I don't know, like I don't know, maybe like Rublev, Federer, something like that. Backhand, maybe Sinner, Zverev. Yeah.
Return?
Huh?
Return, could you?
Return probably, yeah. Return probably probably Novak. Yeah, Sinner also a very good returner.